everyone, my name is Claire, also known as ThatWeirdFish. I'm here today to bring you guys another video. Excuse me, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do ball jointed dolls and crafting videos. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome as well. It's great to have you back. Now today we're going to be chatting a little bit about world building in this Wine and Dollies episode. And if you're curious to learn more about the world I'm going to talk about, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to do a little mini-series on that called World Building Minute. Basically what it will entail is I'll sit down and chat about the world that I'm building, like different races, creatures, lands, historical events, culture, just tidbits about the world in a sort of traveler's journal, Dinotopia-esque storytelling for like around 5 minutes, maybe at most. So if you're curious and would like to see a series like that, let me know down in the comments. I would love to get into that and start it. Anyway, now, how has world building affected my dolls? Well, without world building, this guy wouldn't be here. This is Paldasser, and he's a character in my world, one of my first characters ever in the world that I've built. I've made previous characters before him, but he's the first one specifically from this world. And his race is called the Delbani, and they're a shape-shifting race. They shapeshift between a humanoid form and a horse form, with the most magically gifted of them all being able to shapeshift into a centaur form. And they are a nomadic, tribe-like race. So they have tribes as their social structure, and in larger groups they're called clans. So you have a clan and then separate tribes within it. And all that, I can go more into detail about him in another video. Anyway, he's a Delbani. And he's a Delbani merchant. And as a merchant, he specializes in cloth and goes around to the different settlements, trading fabric and cloth, sometimes articles of clothing, and traveling the world and all that jazz. Now, why the face marking? Well, earlier on in his life, he was part of a traveling circus, and the headmaster of that circus decided that he needed to look a bit more intimidating than he normally looked, because the Delbani are a reclusive race by nature, and there's a lot of misinformation and fear-mongering about and information about that race in my world. It's sort of like how werewolves are portrayed in our world as like this mystical, scary, yet also alluring race of fantastical creatures. That's how the Delbani are viewed. And so yeah, he has markings on him not only to make him look more fantastical for the circus, but also to make him look more intimidating and otherworldly. And his markings are tattooed, so they are tattooed onto him. And not all Delbani have tattoos. Some of them have face paint that they wear for if they're going into war or for ceremonial purposes. Healers and sages sometimes have tattoos because they believe that certain markings imbue the individual with mystical power. But not this guy. He just has tattoos because someone else decided he needed to look scarier, which is kind of sad. Another sad thing about the Delbani is that later on in my world's history, not in the point where he exists, but later on, they're actually enslaved by another race and forced to wear magical collars that prevent them from transforming. So they're sort of forced into a certain form that their masters deem appropriate or whatever, and can't use their magic. Anyway, that doesn't happen in his lifetime, but it happens later on. And it happens when there's sort of a power shift between the races because a new magical technology is developed. And there's some other scientific discoveries and blah blah blah. I can get into whole details about it later. Anyway, he's a Dolpani, and I'm really happy that he exists because he's my character. And when you have a character for a long time and you finally get to see them visualized, it's just really fun. Anyway, his wig and clothes are not permanent, they're temporary until I can find the right fabrics to actually make his outfit. I did not make his shirt. His shirt was made by Monstro Designs, and the wig is just a generic black wig that I think I got off Wish. And his eyes are the standard eyes that he came with, basic green acrylic eyes. I'm looking into getting some more realistic looking acrylic or glass eyes in the future just to finish his look, and I'm also planning on making a wig and tail for him. So yeah, that's who he is, and a little bit about the Dolpani race and part of my world. If you are interested again, interested and want to learn more about my world building adventures and all the different races and creatures that are in it, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to make a mini series on that. I hope you have a great day, do something fun for yourselves. Yeah. Have a great day and keep on swimming. Bye.